As we head into the last few days of this third leg to the Chinese city of Sanya, the fleet is starting to separate after a tight race through the Malacca Straits. The leaders, Telefonica, are now 7 nautical miles in front of Groupama in second, with Camper a further 30 miles behind in third. We then have Abu Dhabi in fourth, having lost touch with Camper, and finally Sanya at the back of the pack, some 250 miles behind the leaders. Puma have made a bold move, breaking away from the pack. Skipper on board, Ken Reed, explains.
We have clearly taken on the role in this race as the boat not to make it boring. So with that in mind, we've decided to not play follow the leader and just go up the Vietnamese coast. We are splitting offshore out into the South China Sea, out actually to an area called the Dangerous Grounds. There's really 2 choices. One is to go right up the Vietnamese coast. The other is to go offshore like we're doing. There's a big shift out to the right, but we pay a heavy price to get there. We have positive current all the way up. The guys down there have negative current. We go more miles, but they have to short tack along the beach of Vietnam. So, I mean, there's all kinds of risks and rewards all over the place. This is literally, this whole leg is full of minefields, and we hope our side wins.
Forecasts predict gale force winds and high seas to come in the next 24 hours, and the crews across the fleet are preparing their boats and bracing themselves for the conditions to come.
Yeah, now just going to do some checks today. The breeze is going to build. It's 15 knots now. By tonight, it could be 25 and pushing more in the next day. So now, while it's calm and I can actually get up the front here, I'll go through, check all the generator, check all the coolant, check whatever we need, make sure that all the bolts are made up and hopefully nothing will come loose.
We're expecting 30 knots of wind and 3 to 4 metre waves, a good storm. We're getting ready for 48 hours of hard sailing.
On board Camper, their checks have thrown up a problem. A piece of fishing line has become caught on one of their dagger boards.
I think we got most of it. We'll have to put the board down and up a couple of times to see if we got all of it, but I think it went quite well.
Just another day.
Stay tuned to see how the fleet fare in the predicted conditions to come.